Hi, my name is Kunj,
My name is Nikhil.
And I'm Yash.
and today we're going to be talking about Thermopolis. So here's the problem. It's the urban heat island effect. Cities are becoming significantly hotter than surrounding rural areas due to heat-absorbing human infrastructure. Dense building clusters, dark asphalt, concrete, etc. They absorb and retain heat, raising temperatures in urban areas. This causes increased health risks, higher AC costs, and greater carbon emissions.
As you can see here, heat is one of the most prominent causes of weather fatalities in the US, and it is twice as deadly than the second highest. Additionally, the urban heat island effect is a major contributor to climate change, which affects billions of people globally.
No tools exist for people to see how different materials impact their local climate. Now, enter Thermopolis. So, what does Thermopolis do? It lets you drop a real city into the simulator, for example, New York, and you can see exactly where and why it overheats. You can also paint different streets, parks, trees, and a variety of different materials onto the city grid and see how the temperature is changed in real time. And it's powered by the same heat diffusion equation used in real climate models, which is listed below.
So now let's talk about our tech stack. So our overall architecture was through React. We used Firebase for our authentication and user sign-in to make sure user data was kept private, and it held our database for leaderboards for a game. Then 3.js was used for our 3D rendering for our models. It was to make sure that everything came in correctly and all the textures were loaded. Node.js was for our JavaScript running. Flask was for our Python backend for Python to run our machine learning models. Python was used to write those machine learning models. CSS, HTML, and JavaScript were our overall languages that we used. So now let's go into a demo.
Let's start with the sign-in. This sign-in is made using Firebase, and you can see that I will be able to securely authenticate and be allowed into the application. This is our home screen, and you can see that we have various different buttons. So the first is a satellite, which uses real satellite data to understand places in the world. And you can see that this is an actual image of Phoenix, and we have an image segmentation model, which is able to classify between buildings and grass and actually show what Phoenix is. And this is very similar to what the image showed. Now, as I'm going, I am circling between different options, and I'm applying different cooling things. And you can see that the heat island intensity is decreasing. For this, we translated the heat diffusion equation into code using an iterative process. And you can also see this through the heat map, where the areas where I placed a coolant is in blue. Now we can move to the heat hunt, and this is a game where the goal is to choose the tile that has the lowest temperature. So across here, there are many different surfaces. There's water, so on and so forth. And so based on this, I'll just make an educated guess. And you can see that I have 912 points. And there's also leaderboards that users can compete to get the best score. And then we also have a tutorial, which allows users to understand the effects of the urban island effect.
And here's a segment of the code that shows how we actually simulated the diffusion of heat through neighboring city blocks.
And this is Thermopolis. Thank you.